Hello and welcome and good morning because it's very early in the morning. So I received last night a cool request which is by Mr. Lucas Hoffman. He wanted the Explorer Killer build. So let's see the Ford Explorer. It's a great SUV. I'm not really sure if it's a full-size SUV, but still it's an SUV. And I've actually driven one. It's boring, I know that. It's very boring and nothing special about it. And I thought, how to kill a Ford Explorer? Well, I need to kill it in fuel economy and the seating number. The seating, yes, how many people can sit inside the vehicle. The styling maybe. Power, torque, and maybe features. Alright, so let's begin. As you can see, I made this weird looking from the front SUV, but still I really like how it looks, even if it has these twin weird headlights, because I've never used them before, so I thought, why not? I should use them in this kind of build because they fit perfectly in this what call this panel here. Alright, so let's begin. I'm using corrosion resisting steel panels, monocoque chassis type, advanced high strength steel chassis material, front longitudinal engine placement with double wishbone front and rear, +2 quality on the chassis. This is the engine that I made. It's a 60 degrees V-shape 8-cylinder engine, cast iron block, 85mm on the bore, 101.4mm on the stroke, dual overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder, cast iron head, variable valve lift technology, cast iron crank, cast connecting rods, and low friction cast pistons. +1 quality here. 10.9 to 1 is the compression ratio with 27 on the cam profile, 44 and on the variable valve lift profile. Variable valve timing technology on all cams, 0 quality here. Twin turbocharged system with ball bearing internals, 511 horsepower supporting intercooler with 41.5mm on the compressor, 30 on the turbine, 1.24 is the air ratio with 7.66 is the PSI, is the boost. +1 quality here, as you can see. Direct fuel injection with single throttle body and standard intake manifold and intake system. Premium 95 octane is needed here with 13.8 is the air fuel ratio, 59 is the ignition timing with 5,700 let's see the note. 5,700 is the RPM limit, as you can see. 0 quality here. Dual exhaust pipes with bypass valves, 50.8mm is the exhaust diameter or 2-inch exhaust diameter. High flow 3-way Caroli converters with quad reverse flow mufflers, +3 on the exhaust system. This is the final result: 327.3 horsepower and 412.5 pound-feet of torque. It's a torquey engine, which is the whole point of it. As you can see, it has good reliability, the service cost is low, it has great fuel economy, 33.3%. I'm using nearly all the octane, the engine is clean, the emissions are low, the engine time is great, production units are great also. The engine is a little bit heavy because everything is cast iron and cast, and I will explain that in a minute. The throttle response is normal, good, not bad. The engine is very quiet, the engine is smooth, and as you can see, let's fire it up. Let's fire this beast up and show you and make you hear it together, because it sounds great at low RPM and also great at high RPM for a normal production torquey V8. As you can hear, it's very smooth and elegant at low RPM. as I mentioned before, it sounds very smooth and elegant at low RPM, and it sounds amazing at high RPM. And it looks amazing too. Look at this intake manifold. I mean, the 60 degrees V8 intake manifold is a little bit weird, but I like it. It seems like an inline 4 intake manifold. As you can see, this bar here with the single throttle body here with these intake runners for each cylinder. I mean, it looks weird and amazing at the same time. Look at this. Also, the turbo manifold here. It looks well made, and the turbocharger, and the other one with these piping and the intercooler in front. They should, the developers, they should fix the intercooler size. They should make it variable. When you increase it and decrease it, the size should change. I mean, this intercooler should be like this. The size of it should be like this only. This is like 1,000 horsepower and more supporting intercooler, not 511. They should fix these. The developers, they should fix this. Okay, let's move on. As you can see, I've chosen this 2003 SUV body, zero quality on body and fixtures. This white normal color, no need for something special. The brake calipers also white, but I mean, white brake calipers, they will get dirty and black immediately. So I'm gonna just, where is the black? Yes, black brake calipers, because they will, because white brake calipers will get dirty immediately. This way they are black from the factory. As you can see, the fixtures are very simple. These twin headlights, the front huge grille with the logo, the license plate holder, twin fog lights, a small grille down, you know, for better aerodynamics and better engine cooling. These side mirrors with indicators in them, and as you can see, these door handles with locks in front, these ones in the rear. The fuel filter cap is here. These side rear indicators with these tail lights, the license plate holder with the logo, and these twin exhaust pipes, and of course the antenna on the roof. Let's move on. As you can see, I'm using all-wheel drive, longitudinal all-wheel drive, advanced automatic gearbox with 7-speed or 7 ratios. 233 kilometers per hour is the gearbox top speed. 63 is the spacing. Yes, I'm using not low spacing, I'm using medium slash high spacing, so I can give it more good utility drivability, and I want to give it more off-road points and good drivability points, with of course the least amount of wheel spin and the most or the least time from 0 to 100. As you can see, it goes from 0 to 100 in 7 seconds with 0.8% of wheel spin, which is also great. I'm using manual lockers, front and rear differentials, because I want to give it that off-road ability. 50/50 is the power distribution with zero quality here. Radial hard long life tires with 230 front and rear. 700 is the tire diameter with 15-inch rims. 10 is the front offset and 20 is the rear offset. Magnesium rims, as you can see, zero quality here. Ventilated for 4 pistons is with 300mm brake is the brake size in front. Solid discs, 3 pistons, 300mm also is the brake size in the rear. 52 is the pad type. 63% of the power brakes or brake powers to the front. 37 is to the rear. Zero quality here. As you can see, everything is fairly normal. Fully clad under tray, cooling flaps. 100 is the cooling airflow. Actually, when I started it, usually I use 55, 53, 60 is the cooling for the engine. But here, when I slashed it all the way to 100, the family utility premium customers, they loved it. That's why I gave the engine the most amount of airflow. So this SUV will never ever overheat. Never. I mean, of course, if you have a bad radiator, or if you have a bad antifreeze, or if you have any kind of problem with the thermostat, of course it will overheat. But this vehicle will never overheat because of for the lack of airflow, because it has all the airflow in the world. As you can see, the engine required cooling for the engine is 314, and I'm giving it 1257. So yes, it will never overheat from the lack of airflow. The brake airflow is all the way 100, so the brakes will never fade or overheat. As you can see, I'm using +3 quality here. And yes, look at this seat arrangement. A bench in the rear that can support 3 persons, 2 persons in the middle, with, as you can see, with a little tunnel in the middle. So if you want, you can push a button and these seats will go forward, so you can get in the back, or you can get in between them from this tunnel here. And of course 2 seats in the front, which equals 7 seats, so it's a 7-seater SUV. Premium interior with premium sat-nav. If you are wondering what kind of options for the premium interior, you can pause the video here and here, so you can know what kind of options you have with premium interior. As premium sat-nav, you can pause the video right now, so you can read what kind of options you have. Zero quality here. Electric variable power steering, electronic stability control is the traction aid with +2 quality. Standard 10s is the safety here, 0 quality. Progressive springs with gas monotube, dampers with active sway bars. As you can see, -1.5 degrees of camber in front, 0 camber in the rear. The stiffness of the springs are 380 in front, 480 in the rear, 280 in front for the stiffness of the dampers, 280 in the rear also. The sway bar stiffness are 4800 in front, 5600 in the rear. The ride height is 273.1 millimeters, and 0 quality here. As you can see, the engine it says here the engine cooling factor is very high. Okay, so let's fix that. So actually the customers, as you can see, when I start to decrease it, the customers will hate it. Let's see when this warning light will turn off. 60, 70, 75 maybe. Nope. 71. No, 70. No, I cannot accept that, as you can see, because no, I want the customers to love it. No, I want the customers to love it. I don't care about this warning light here. The engine cooling factor is very high, increasing drag. What do they mean by increasing drag and fuel consumption? I mean, yes, because I know that I have a huge grill in front which sucks all the air. I know that, but it's still, as you can see, it still managed to do 31.1 miles per gallon. And increasing it or decreasing it is not affecting the fuel economy, as you can see. I mean, I want the customers to like it, but I hate warning lights. So what I'm gonna do is just set it to 70, and this will give it double cooling capacity. As you can see, the required cooling is 314. I'm giving it 691. Okay, so that's still acceptable. So, and as you can see, this is the final results. Alright, let's move on. As you can see, the car can do 234 kilometers per hour. As top speed, it can go from 0 to 100 in 7.03, or you can say 7 seconds. Quarter mile in 15 seconds, as you can see. What else? The roll angle is 2.8 degrees, which is very, very great for an SUV. The brakes are fading. I don't want the brakes to fade. Okay, so 0 brake fading. The stopping distance is great for 2.2 tons of SUV. It has good aerodynamics on the front, normal ones in the rear, because we have the mechanical grip of all-wheel drive. The weight distribution is a 55.5% to the front, 44.5% to the rear. You can tow exactly 3,000 kilograms or 3 tons, and you can put 545 kilograms of cargo in it. The only stupid warning lights we have here is the front brake force. I don't want the brake fading, so how can I kill that? How can I kill brake fading without causing problems? Alright, this is much better. Alright, so switching from 4 pistons to 3 pistons and adding a little bit of brake of stiffer brake pads will kill the brake fading, and it will not set off the brake warning lights. Okay, that's better. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some stuff so you can make it perfect. The towing capacity has dropped. So yeah, okay, I think we have to switch back. Should we switch to... no? Alright, so we have to give it a little bit of brake fading, because I don't want to sacrifice the towing capacity. No, I don't want to sacrifice that at all, because a lot of guys or a lot of people that buys SUV, they want to tow stuff behind it, and as you can see, I'm aiming in this build for the family utility premium, and as a utility vehicle you need to tow stuff behind you. Alright, so as you can see, it will cost you around 30 grand, and it's actually 29,700. There are some police sirens downstairs. I'm not really sure what's happening. Maybe a car accident or something. Alright, let's move on. The vehicle is very drivable. It has good sportiness points. That's amazing, and it's comfortable, and it's prestigious, and it's safe. Great. It has good practicality points, good utility points. You can go off-road with it. It's very reliable, good environmental resisting points, and it can do 31.1 mpg, which is very good for a 2.2 ton SUV. I'm using nearly all the octane. The service cost is only $1,000 a year, maybe because I read the description. This is service cost per year. It's looking amazing. 129 is the engineering time, and production units are 123. Alright, now let's fire up, and as you can see, I've already run around the test track with 2 minutes 37.96, but I'm sure this will change. So let's fire it up, because I'm always interested in what kind of speed we'll reach here. Alright. Alright, so we did it in 2 minutes 37.75, which is quick for, again, for a 2.2 tons of SUV, but with a twin turbo V8 in front, lightweight. Is it lightweight? No, this is advanced high strength steel with corrosion resisting steel panels, and of course premium interior, and as you can see, manual locking differentials, good brakes front and rear, good looking as you can see, and it has great amount of torque, great amount of fuel economy, and of course it will only cost you $30,000, which is cheap. And I think I killed the Ford Explorer in this vehicle. I'm really happy with the end result, and thank you so much for everyone that supported me during all my videos, and so thank you so much for watching all my videos. And again, thank you so much Mr. Lucas Hoffman for your pull request. I'm really happy with your request, guys. Just keep requesting more vehicles, or keep requesting engines that the game can support. Please check my videos so you can know what kind of engines are supported by the game. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you very soon with more cool videos like this one. If you enjoyed the video, press that like button, get subscribed, share the video, and of course watch all my previous videos. And I will see you very soon with more cool content. And my friends, well, goodbye for now.